A look at the starting five for the Western Michigan Broncos. Adrian Martin, Beardis White, Titus Wright, Greg Lee, and Jason Whitens. Ready to jump this one up. Bowling Green in the home white, Western Michigan in the black and gold. The Falcons, for the third straight game, will have a different starting lineup. Ready to jump this one up. Bowling Green in the home white, Western Michigan in the black and gold. The Falcons, for the third straight game, will have a different starting lineup. We've got Caden Matheny, Justin Turner, Caleb Fields, Daquan Plowden, and making his first start of his Bowling Green career, Cam Young. And it's saved right into the hands of Plowden. He'll lay it in. Bowling Green on the board first.
And nice job by Plowden. He just kept his head on the basketball, and he was able to pick up the loose carom and finish at the rim.
So it's Adrian Martin with it on the left wing. Now up top to Whitens. And we've got a foul away from the basketball. Cam Young got a little tangled up with Titus Wright. Titus Wright, a big boy. He's going to be a handful for the young Cam Young.
Yeah, the interior of Western Michigan is strong with Lee and Wright. And talked about how hot in the open Lee has been the last couple of ball games. And Beardis Wright knocks down the triple.
He shoots it at 36%. That's his 26th make of the season. Leading the team in three-pointers made. And loose basketball. And we have an over and back violation.
Western Michigan coming here playing with a lot of energy early. It's been a struggle for them from a win-loss standpoint, but on the road, off to a good start here early.
And there's the head coach for the Western Michigan Broncos, Clayton Bates. He played his college ball for the Florida Gators. And Clayton Bates, you got to feel for the man a little bit right now, because with everything we've gone through and the amount of guys that have been in and out of the starting lineup for him, you have new additions with the transfers. Has been a ton of time to get this team together.
Well, no, and he kind of got the job late in the process, too. And with COVID protocols at the university level, everything had to be done Zoom. So you're recruiting Zoom. You're bringing in transfers. You lost a couple of guys that you potentially could have had coming back from a year ago. And they just got to piece it together and control what you can control. And, you know, despite their record, his team's come out with a lot of energy here so far early. What you got to do on the road.
And two of those guys, Michael Flowers, who is now at South Alabama, averaging 22 points a game. That's fourth in the nation. And then Brandon Johnson averaging 8 points a game right now in the Big Ten at Minnesota.
Yeah, that was a tremendous 1-2 punch that they could always lean on game in and game out a season ago.
Martin lines up a three. It drops. Adrian Martin. That's just his fifth three of the season. He's now 5 of 17.
Well, for Bowling Green here this evening on the offensive end, player and ball movement. Get this Western Michigan defense stretched side to side. That'll create gaps and drive and kick opportunities. Contain the interior defensively against this Western Michigan team. We talked about it. Wright averaging 9.5 points a game. Greg Lee, he's been hot, averaging 12. And transition offense. It's been a struggle offensively for Bowling Green as of late. Find some transition opportunities. Get some easy ones. Get that confidence going early.
Broncos were looking for another three. Not that time for White. It's Turner with it. He pulls up for three. Broncos basketball. Justin Turner coming off a season-low 11 points on Saturday against Toledo. Struggled to shoot the ball throughout the game. And Toledo put the pressure on Bowling Green throughout that game to continue to have to score on every possession.
Yeah, Toledo's got a very versatile offense. All five guys can score.
Pushed up ahead to Fields. His lefty layup, no. Rebounded by Whitens. Broncos right back the other way. How about the keys for Western Michigan?
Well, control tempo right now. And, you know, offensively coming into this ballgame, they only average 62.5 points a game. So slow this game down, utilize the shot clock, and maximize your opportunities. Hidden points. If you're struggling from shooting from the field, find different ways to score. Free throw line, inbounds plays, get in transition, and hang around. Hang around this ballgame. Be within 2-3 possessions going in down the stretch in the second half, and let's see what happens.
And Cam Young, the freshman making his first start of his career, has just picked up his second personal. Bowling Green will bring in Jacob Washington, who has started in the middle the last two games. And the Broncos making a couple of substitutions. Dalen Hamilton checks in, along with Patrick Emilian. Titus Wright, a 51% free throw shooter. Nearly got that one to drop. 3-point game, 3 minutes in. Into the hands of Washington. He's got Wright on his back. Now Plowden. Washington going to work. That's a tough one. Broncos will take that look.
Yeah, contested.
White the other way quickly. 2 more for the Broncos.
And Bjartis White with the basketball is quicker than a hiccup right there. Got inside the teeth of that Bowling Green defense before they could set up. Was able to get it to go.
He started 30 games as a freshman. Averaged 7 points a game. Was in double figures 10 times. You imagine what that trio could have been with Bjartis White, Brandon Johnson, and Michael Flowers. White with it, double teamed. Emilian, back iron. Washington pulls it in. Next whistle will take us to our first media timeout. Fields off the high screen. Worked over to Matheny. Plowden faces up. Off glass and good. Timmy Duncan would be proud there.
Yes, he would. Bank is open this Wednesday evening for Daquan Plowden. Nice job. The face-up game. He's at a quickness advantage against his defender. Defender backs off. He gets it off the high glass.
One thing that Tim Duncan and Daquan Plowden actually have in common, both did not start basketball until their teens. Daquan didn't really get going until high school. And Tim Duncan, he was a swimmer. There's a 3 in the corner for Hamilton.
It's only his 4th made triple of the season, so him getting out to a good start, seeing that ball go through the net, big for his confidence.
Into the hands of Turner. 5 minutes gone by, Broncos by 6. It's Turner down the lane, his runner, no. Washington following it up. And Jacob Washington will shoot a couple of free throws after this timeout. The Broncos.
Michigan a lot of credit. You know, it said things haven't gone a whole lot right for them this year. 2-11 coming in, 1-7 in the conference, dealing with postponement of games as well. But the way they've come out, you can tell they're connected. They're playing hard for Coach Bates. And that's what you want to see as he develops the foundation for his program moving forward.
There is Bowling Green head coach Michael Huger. His team right now in the middle of the pack in the Mid-American Conference, facing adversity, and you've heard the staff members mention as well. They're facing their adversity right now. They'd rather be going through it right now than at the end of the season going into the MAC tournament.
You still have time, but that time is getting shorter and shorter. This would be a great opportunity for them to, you're on your home floor, to get a good win, get feeling good about yourself. Once again, here's Justin Turner.
His first bucket of the night, Justin Turner.
And that's what you got to do. If you're struggling from the field the last couple of games, find other ways to get it done. That way, that time, the steal and score coast to coast.
Emilian gives it up. Now Lee looking inside. To the corner. 3 is good. Nothing but the bottom for Josiah Freeman.
He's knocked out 11 now this season for Josiah Freeman. 31% coming into this one. Capable.
Turner 3. There's a new man on top. Justin Turner, now the all-time leading scorer in Bowling Green men's basketball history, surpassing the Hall of Famer, Anthony Stacy.
23s for Justin Turner. What a great accomplishment for that young man.
On the drive, blocked by Turner. Now Turner in the open floor, up ahead to Plowden, catch. It's the Broncos back the other way. Emilian out of control. Turner takes the charge.
That's a good sequence by Justin Turner. The steal and score at one end, knocks down the 3, picks up a charge on the defensive end of the floor. That's a two-way player, your leader. That's what you want to see, because that's contagious. That's contagious to the rest of the guys when you see your leader playing on both ends of the floor that hard.
13:22 remaining in the first half.
And right now, this pace right now favors Bowling Green. Western Michigan does not want to get into a transition contest with the Falcons.
Turner, Fields, Diggs, Fulcher, and Washington on the floor for Bowling Green as the Falcons come up empty on that possession. Boyer Richard off glass.
That's impressive by Boyer Richard. Didn't have a whole lot going on for him. Probing with the dribble, just took it right through the chest of the Falcon defender.
Trey Diggs fakes the pass, can't connect on the three, and ripping down the rebound was Lee. Boyer Richard with it. Lee faces up, and Diggs pulls in the rebound. Now Turner attacking. Nice floater.
That's a great job, Justin Turner. The 2-foot jump stop in the lane to get his balance. Allowed him to rise over the top with the floater.
Now you can just continue to add to your lead as the all-time leading scorer.
Well, now you can just relax and play, and you know, not to say that affected him creeping up on the record at all. We don't know, but it's got to be on his mind. You know, every shot, you know, getting closer and closer. But now it's he's got it. He just sit back, relax, play this game like he knows how to play. And that'll be big for him and his ball club.
Now the all-time leading scorer in Bowling Green basketball, period, comes on the women's side with Lauren Prohaska.
Oh, she could absolutely dial it up from distance in her tenure here at Bowling Green. She was an outstanding shooter.
Caleb Fields working with it. Looked like Lee got a piece of it. It's out of bounds. Official says Broncos basketball, but still looked like Western was the last one to get a piece of that. It's West.
Oh, and he said, you know, it's really cool. It's storybook because he was, as an assistant coach, recruited Justin Turner to come to Bowling Green and has a lot of respect for Justin and his ability and how hard he's worked to develop into a multi-dimensional scorer and one that's able to climb the ladder and eventually break his record. He said it was pretty cool. He's proud of him.
And Anthony Stacy is in the house. He is directly across from us up top in the Anderson Club. Great to see him here. Great moment for both of them.
I tell you, I was a student when Anthony Stacy was getting a lot of work done on the basketball floor, and he was versatile on the inside. A little undersized for the post player, but he had great agility, great strength. He was the master of the 2-foot jump stop in the lane with balance. He could step through, out-muscle to the inside. He had a face-up game. He was as good as they came back in there in the mid-'90s.
He and Brandon Pardon, Dave Esterkamp, Len Matella, Brent Clayson.
He was teamed up at the end of early in his career as a sophomore. He's teamed up with Antonio Daniels, made it to the NBA, obviously, and then Jay Larinaga is the #1 assistant on the Boston Celtics coaching staff. And they were preceded by Shane Comize, Howard Comize's son, who was an outstanding shooter for the Falcons.
The artist White with another three. It's the Broncos by 10 with just over 10 minutes remaining in the first half. Here's Dylan Swingle. Did not play the last 2 games after being in the starting lineup for every game prior. Good to see him come off the bench and make an immediate impact.
Yeah, the staff did a tremendous job in practice the last few days and got rewarded with some time and makes his presence known. That's how you get more time. Take advantage of the opportunity.
The artist White, the drive and the finish. He's getting anything he wants right now. He's already in double figures.
Yeah, he's a tough guard because we saw his ability to shoot the 3 earlier. You get up and you press him. The ability, the quickness to get by you and finish at the rim.
Bowling Green averaging 79.5 points a game this season, but they've been held to an average of 62 points a game over the last 3 home games. Underneath, no. Quick outlet to White. Someone's got to pick him up. Slowed up by Matheny. Matheny trying to stay right on the hip of White. Martin has 1 3 so far. Gives it up. Right. Out top, Whitens. He's going to let it fly. Off the mark, Swingle has the rebound. Matheny going right to the bucket. That looked like a goaltend. And we got a foul underneath. They took away 2 points there from Matheny.
Yeah, let's say it again. Matheny to the rim.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it hit glass. So it was a good job by Swingle just to follow it up, not chance it. He got rewarded for his hustle, and he gets to the free throw line.
Dylan Swingle, 75% free throw shooter on the season. Swingle was a big presence when Bowling Green took on Ohio down at the Convocation Center. He had a career-high 14 points in that one. Bowling Green and Ohio will have round 2 this Saturday night right here at the Stroh Center. Catch it right here on ESPN at 5 o'clock. Be another Bowling Green basketball doubleheader. The women taking on Ohio at noon.
Ooh, that's a big-time matchup with two teams in the upper half of the standings. As you get closer to tournament time, those games get even more important due to seeding purposes.
Here's Whitens spinning towards the baseline and following it up. Now Titus Wright going back to the line.
Good job by Titus Wright there. Just working on the weak sides. He's able to seal off Swingle underneath, and the Whitens miss. He's there to clean it up and get to the free throw line.
In today's game, you don't see big guys banging around, especially at the professional level, like we're going to see here tonight.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. That's going to go a long way in determining the success of Western Michigan, the ability of Wright to not only score from the field, but get on that offensive glass, get some easy ones, get to the free throw line. Same with Greg Lee. We said is the hottest offensive player so far in the last few ball games. There's Lee there on the offensive glass for Whitens.
Whitens, the pump fake and the finish. Western Michigan up by 12. This Broncos team has yet to win a road game this season, 0-5. Also trying to snap a 7-game losing streak. Solid start. Turner couldn't get that one to go down. He was looking for a foul call.
A lot of contact there going to the rim, but the referee said play on.
And what a find underneath. White to right. And the lead is 14. Timeout Bowling Green. Snap a 4-game losing streak. We'll talk more about the big MAC games that took place on Tuesday night, because for those a little bit late to the party, this game was not originally scheduled for tonight. Bowling Green was supposed to have a game last night. That was postponed. Supposed to play Western Michigan on Saturday. Moved it up to today, and then they'll take on Ohio Saturday night.
A+ for you to keep all that straight. Nice job.
We do it on a daily basis right now. High screen from Washington. Gets it back off the feed from Diggs. That's pretty basketball.
Yeah, nice two-man game. Little screen roll action. Nobody rotates from the weak side. Easy catch and finish. Good find.
Western Michigan shooting 55% from the field. Lee puts it on the floor against Washington. Turnaround. Tough to stop that.
Yeah, soft touch. That's pretty good defense. That's just better offense by Greg Lee. Got deep positioning. He won that battle before the ball was caught.
He's the only player to start all 14 games. Bit of an Iron Man for this team in a season that has been plagued by injuries and the pandemic. Tough one there, tipped out. Matheny full speed the other way, up ahead to Plowden. Good catch, puts it home.
Yeah, nice job, Plowden. He's accelerated when he got the half court. Beat 2 Western Michigan defenders. And he got rewarded for his efforts.
Love the pace of this game. Both teams looking to get out and run any chance they get. And Diggs trying to save it. It will be Broncos basketball. 6:54 remaining in this first half.
If you're Western Michigan, keep this a half-court contest. Try to pound it inside to Lee and Wright. Play through them. Lee on the floor right now. And then you got when defenses have to collapse and commit an extra defender, Biartis Wright and company from the perimeter. Did a good job of having good balance offensively so far here early.
And Biartis White trying to put Matheny on skates. The Falcons stayed with him defensively, and an offensive foul. Here it is again.
He got him in the first move. A good recovery by Matheny, and then better job by his teammate. It looked like Fields there able to step in and take the hit in the middle of the chest and get the turnover.
4 turnovers now for Western Michigan. Diggs had it stripped. Diving for it. It's poked out of bounds. Official says Bowling Green basketball.
That's one heck of an effort by
Both sides.
Absolutely. And it shows how much it means to them. Yeah, every possession counts. We're sitting here in the middle of the first half. You easily could have let that one go, but both guys getting after it. You love to see it.
Well, that's the type of play that gets your bench fired up and your teammates around you out there on the floor. Matheny off the mark with the three.
Yeah, that's a little too quick.
Well, he's been struggling from distance over his last few games, too. Just 1 of 11 over the last 3.
Yeah, early in the shot clock, tightly contested. Obviously, maybe give that one up and see if we can get a better one.
Whitens bounces it inside. Miscommunication underneath. It leads to a layup for Lee.
Yeah, you got a screen on the weak side. You get a little flex cut action. Good delivery from the high post area.
And Justin Turner headed to the scorer's table. Over to Diggs. Now Washington tries a 3. That's good. Jacob Washington. You don't see that often from that man.
Yeah, nice job. He got his feet set, shoulder square. Took that shot with great confidence. Jacob Washington.
Whitens against Diggs. And Emilian definitely traveled.
Yeah, shuffled the feet there. If I'm not mistaken, that was Jacob Washington's first made 3 of the season.
His first 3 in a Bowling Green uniform.
Right now the Falcons will take it. It's been tough sledding for them in this first half.
Jacob Washington transferring over from Cerritos College in California, where he was first team all-conference, averaged 10 points, 6.5 rebounds a game. Here's Turner off the screen. In the paint, count it, and the foul. Turner now with 9, a chance to make it 10 with this free throw.
So you see here Justin Turner, the quick first step, and the creativity, the innovation off the high glass up and down.
He went right through 4 Broncos. And Turner at the line, 90% this season. That's 3rd in the Mid-American Conference. He leads the MAC in free throw attempts. He went 15 for 15 against Buffalo, 12 of 12 against Miami.
A little 2-2-1 pressure here, try to slow down Western Michigan, try to, at the very least, drive the shot clock down. And they can take a contested contested perimeter shot late.
Martin for 3. Emilian the rebound. Emilian swings it over to Martin. Looking to get inside. Turner pokes it free. Turner from the wing. It's over top the glass. Western Michigan basketball.
Came up empty on that possession, but you love the way Justin Turner is playing in this ball game. He's been very focused. He's done a good job of dribble penetration, getting to the rim. He knocked down a timely 3 to break the record, and he has been a menace defensively for Western Michigan.
We do have to correct ourselves. That Jacob Washington shot from up top, it was ruled a 2. He had a foot on the line. So his first career 3 still to come.
Yeah, still waiting for it.
3 for Martin. Got it at the horn. Right back to a double-digit lead.
That's 2 for him in the opening half. Only 25% coming into the ball game from behind the long line. Drilled that one.
Well, as a team, 10th in the MAC in three-point percentage coming in. They've hit 7 from distance here in the first half.
Done a nice job of having some high-low action on the inside with success. They've gotten on the offensive glass, gotten to the free throw line as well. And, if you're Coach Clayton Bates, you got to be really happy with your guys' effort and execution so far here in the opening stanza.
Here's Wright giving it up to Martin. Now Lee, defended by Diggs. Fades away, rims out. Nearly tipped in. Broncos coming off a 65-56 loss to Miami. Delonte Brown and Mekhi Larry combined for 31 points in that one. And the Redhawks got it done when it mattered at the free throw line. They were 18 of 23.
Well, that's one of the upstart teams, one of the maybe the surprises to some in the Mid-American Conference this year.
Fading away, Plowden showing the versatility.
Had the tough shot there. Good job, though. He got his shoulder square, was able to hang in the air and knock it down.
And Daquan Plowden now has surpassed 1,000 career points.
Oh, congratulations to him. Tell you what, going into last season, Daquan Plowden there drawing the offensive foul by Titus Wright. But going into, remember, going into last season, he increased his point total about 7 points a game from 6 to about 13, and huge jump in his production level, and he just continued to be consistent, from that point moving forward on into this year. So a lot of hard work went into his game, and anytime you get 1,000 points at any level, that's a great accomplishment.
He's also in the top 15 all-time in career rebounds, 13th coming in here tonight. White the other way, leaves it for Wright. It's out of bounds. Bowling Green basketball.
Tough break for Titus Wright. It looked like he got caught in the middle of, do I want to lay it in or dunk it?
I mean, you had guys in there bouncing off of him, trying to get that rebound.
Tell you what, just hammer it. Go for the hammer. You might pick up a foul. If you're indecisive, just go for the flush.
Titus Wright was a member of the All-MAC freshman team. 6 points, 4 rebounds a game. Fields trying to get inside, up with the left hand, no. Tipped, Josiah Fulcher continues to come off the bench and get Bowling Green one lift after another.
Yeah, he's got a constant improvement throughout this season. He's been on the floor more with increased production, that it helps his confidence level. A very talented freshman for Coach Huger. You and I got to see him a lot in high school, just south of here in Lima, Ohio, and when it's all said and done, he'll leave his imprint on this program.
And here's where the foul was called. It's called against Fields. Trying to stop the cutter there. Inside of 2 minutes. Bowling Green down by single digits.
Little flex action off the inbounds play there.
Falcons have trailed by as many as 14. The corner for Martin. Creates a little space. Another chance for Bowling Green to cut into this lead. Turner, wide open. Plowden, 3 is on the way. Short. White in the paint. And one. What a finish. Beardis White now with 12 points.
A little semi-transition there. Beardis Wright gave the ball up early. Little ball fake, froze Plowden, and nobody picked him up. Coming back in transition, and Beardis Wright said, you're going to give me the lane, I'm going to take it. I'm going to finish you some contact while I'm at it and get to the free throw line. What a half for 3 in black.
Patrick Emilian returns to the ball game. Beardis White looking to complete the three-point play opportunity. He had 14 points and was 4 of 9 from distance the last time these two teams met. He was coming off 10 points against Miami. Turner behind the back. Trying to find an open teammate. Here's Plowden from the corner. Nice grab there by Lee. Timeout Western Michigan.
Else. Let's see what Coach Michael Huger comes out at defensively for the Falcons.
It's Whitens to inbound. White guarded by Fulcher. Uses his quickness to try and get to the basket. It's off the side of the glass. And Fulcher grimacing as he comes back up the floor. Finds a wide open Caleb Fields. Chandler Turner tried to tip it home.
Good possession. Got 2 really great looks from the arc in the last couple of possessions. Just unable to get it to knock down. And
you've got about an 11-second difference between the shot clock and game clock.
Well, Bjarna's right. They ran an ISO for him last time. He got to the rim, but the length of Fulcher really disrupted his timing.
Here's Lee. He had two defenders there. Chandler Turner gets on the floor and finds Justin Turner. 15 seconds. Turner guarded by Martin. Trying to shake him. He looked like he lost it on the way to the basket. It's Bowling Green ball with 8/10 on the clock.
It's going to be something at the rim, a lob, a tip in the air situation. Something quick, obviously. Look for something with Plowden going to getting the screen and getting the lob at the front of the rim here.
Plowden got it off. And that's the end of the first half. Western Michigan comes. That team is going to be a problem.
Exactly right, Danny Pippen. When you got a guy in a 3-game tournament that can carry you every game, you got a shot, and he can give that to the Golden Flash. But don't forget about Buffalo. That's a team that's kind of lurking. They're really talented. They're kind of lurking in the background. Nobody's talking a whole lot about them. But that's a team in a 3-day tournament that can get it done at a high level.
Well, that is the Buffalo Bulls, the winningest program over the last 7+ years overall and in Mid-American Conference play. Here's a jump ball underneath as Daquan Plowden tied up Titus Wright on the way up. Opening possession of the second half for Bowling Green. Turner has Martin on him. It's into the hands of Cam Young. And Young tries to go off glass, tipped out by Plowden. Now Turner fading away. No. Up ahead to Martin. He wisely slows it up. Broncos don't need to be in a hurry. Their half-court offense, they executed well in the first half.
Yeah, just take your time, get the shot clock down, utilize clock, slow the tempo, and then maximize your scoring chances at the end of the clock.
And Young able to save it. Falcons force a turnover. Minute gone by in the second half. Plowden. Left hand. He'll shoot two. Daquan Plowden, they're not settling.
I was just going to say the same thing. Excellent call there, Mr. Woznicki. But he didn't settle for the jump shot. He put the ball on the floor, gets to the rim, and now he's got an opportunity to get to the free throw line.
Daquan Plowden has played in every game since coming to Bowling Green. Now 115 career games. He's reached double figures in rebounds 4 times this season, 14 times in his career. And he's off the mark with the first free throw. He shoots it at 74%. Number 4 in the MAC in rebounds per game. He had 19 points, 6 rebounds the last time these two teams met. Trying to split the pair. Can't get the second to go. Wright nearly pulled that one off the rim.
Yeah, that was close. That was close to being basket interference.
Something you and I were not able to do in our younger days.
No, we just heard about it.
Here's Lee. He'll put it on the floor against Young, and that's going to be Cam Young's 3rd personal foul. He picked up a couple of early ones after getting the start tonight.
Yeah, a little bit flat-footed against Lee, and he was able to take advantage of it. And Cam Young, everything's a learning experience for him right now, and his effort level has gotten him some playing time, and he'll get better and better every minute he's on the floor.
And a pump fake from Lee. He shuffled the feet.
Yeah, good. That's Cam Young right there defensively. He didn't try to do too much. He stayed square on Lee. Forced to travel.
That's one thing there. You're talking about Cam Young and learning, gaining experience out here, going up against Lee and going against Wright. Well, when you're going up against Lee, this is my opinion now. See if you agree. But I would rather make him beat you with a jump shot as opposed to being a half a step late trying to stop him getting baseline.
Absolutely. And just make sure you get a hand up and contest the jump shot. If he starts making 12, 15-foot jump shots, you tip your hat to him instead of getting the blow-by and finishing at the rim where he's more comfortable. Speaking of comfortable, Justin Turner in the lane finishing at the rim.
9-point game. 2 minutes gone by. Here's Lee off the mark with the 3. That's right on cue there. Make him try and beat you from outside there. And
nice
Young
look.
running the floor. He's swatted by Wright. A late whistle will send Cam Young to the line. Titus Wright's like, you got to be kidding me.
Clean up top, but he came down on him. That's what the call's going to be on the follow-through of the play. You watch right there, right through the shoulder blades of Cam Young. Cam Young, good job running the floor. Good find by his teammate as well. Rim runners have been open for both teams here so far this evening.
Back iron on the first free throw. Cam Young, a guy that blew up during the summer 2019 circuit. He received 15 Division I offers over a 2-week span.
15 more than you got.
You're not wrong.
And me.
I knew that was coming up.
I couldn't pass that one up. You'll get back at me. I know you will. And that's okay.
2.5 gone by in the second half. Western Michigan still looking for their first points of the half. Emelian bounces it inside to Whitens. Emelian gets an open look straight away. A little bit strong. White with the long rebound. Now Lee one-on-one. Young comes over to help. Got to close quickly on White because he can do that. That's his third three.
But that's a patience offensively for Western Michigan. They ran a screen-the-screener action, didn't get it. Went inside, and they got the kick-out three.
Plowden answers.
Big bucket there by Daquan Plowden, his 21st triple of the season. Shooting an outstanding 39% from deep. Got his first one to go. We'll see if he's able to heat up.
Emelian hands it off to White. Didn't have a clean catch there, otherwise he might have let it go. Emelian puts it on the floor, kicks to the corner. Martin. Offensive rebound, Lee. Too strong there.
Again, that's good execution by Western Michigan. Driving kick opportunity, backside rebound, and finish.
Tipped and recovered by Plowden. Tries another three. Not that time. Emelian pulls in the rebound. And Plowden cuts off White. Able to recover the basketball. Emelian again. This time he's got it.
He missed his first couple, but he's a confident shooter because he gets his look. He's taking it. Able to get that one to fall for Western Michigan. Lead back to 13.
Turner pulls up. That's a 2. 11-point game. He's got 14 now.
Yeah, the versatility, the dribble drive. Able to knock down the triple as well. That was a long 2 like you mentioned, but you just see the multi-dimensional ways that he can score the basketball.
A reach-in or a grab is going to be called here. And it's going to be against Turner. That's his first points to lead Bowling Green. Plowden has chipped in 11. So we're back to the action. Brad Woznicki alongside Rhett Boyd. 3 is over top the glass. Bowling Green basketball.
Yeah, both of those impact players have been efficient so far, and I think for Greg Lee, shot opportunities have been a little limited because of the success of the perimeter players of Western Michigan, dialing up 9 triples at this juncture of the ball game, and that's got to be a comforting fielding, a good sign for Coach Clayton Bates.
Caleb Fields gets the 3 to go down. Shoots it at 35%. He missed 1 game due to an ankle injury, and that was last week against Kent State. He returned against Toledo. Bowling Green's one of their top defenders. And a guy that, as he just showed you there, can shoot it from distance. Hamilton fading away.
You got what you want out of that possession of your Bowling Green. Here's Fields on the other end. Nice look.
Matheny off the assist from Fields.
Caleb Fields knocks down a 3. Runs the floor. Good job finding his teammate, slicing to the rim.
White. And that was last touched by Bowling Green. Looked like it may have rolled off the heel of a Falcons shoe.
And now it's Bowling Green with the energy level picking up here The 14-minute mark of the second half. You string some possessions together on both ends of the floor. Also, you start feeling good about yourself again. See if they can ride that momentum.
That went off the shoe of Matheny last. 6 points is the closest Bowling Green has been in a long time. Emilian hits the three. Pardon me, that was Josiah Freeman. That's his second of the night.
I'll tell you what, that was a contested three as well. That ball found nothing but the bottom of the net.
Underneath, no. And Young has just committed his fourth. Trey Diggs will check in. And William Boyer Richard in for the Broncos.
Bowling Green's perimeter pressure defensively is picked up, and it's caused, other than that last three, it's sped Western Michigan up, making play a little bit faster than what they would like to. So we'll see if they can continue to utilize that pressure game up top. There's another deflection. Almost got a steal. And that's where it's going to get done for Bowling Green. They're going to have to get consecutive stops defensively and see if they can translate that to points offensively. But if they're going to make this comeback, get all the way back, it's going to start on this end of the floor.
Emilian off the inbounds. 8 points now for Patrick Emilian. His career high is 15. That game, the last time Bowling Green and Western Michigan met. No, pardon me, that was in 2019 when he had that. Scramble for the loose ball, and it's out of bounds. Broncos basketball. Hamilton with the hustle there. Hamilton has Matheny on him. Now Lee against Plowden.
Good
finds
cut.
the cutting Hamilton. It rolls out.
Bowling Green dodged a bullet there. That was a great basket cut.
Now diving for it. Matheny's got it. Out to Diggs. Three is too strong. Diggs doesn't get a ton of wide open looks. I think he may have rushed that one. And Josiah Fulcher will check in. Boyer Richard drawing the contact there from Plowden.
Yeah, a little change of direction, dribble there, a little hesitation, and that's all he needed to get into the body of Plowden.
Hamilton underneath the Lee, catch and finish.
That's the flex screener on the baseline, just opened up to the basketball. Good catch and finish.
Turner. Well, Plowden's going to let it go. Emilian the rebound. Now Bowling Green had it down to 6. It's a 7-0 run right now for Western Michigan. Hamilton. Boyer Richard. Tipped out, and the Broncos can reset. Fresh 20.
And that's deflating if you're a defense. You force a deep three, and you can't secure the rebound.
Emilian on the cut. That was a great look by Lee. That's one that I think Emilian's got to finish.
Yeah, a good basket cut for the weak side, but you're right. You got to catch to finish that one at point-blank range. I don't know if he lost the handle on it on the catch or not.
Maybe a little too much mustard on it. Turner for three. Yes.
Big-time shot by Justin Turner.
He's got 17 now. Averages 19 a game. A timeout taken.
Start here, whether it's driving the ball to the rim, finishing through contact there, or knocking down 3 threes like he's done throughout this ball game. And that got everybody going, and everybody's gotten into the act, shooting the three. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different guys have knocked down a triple for the Broncos here this evening.
And the key word you mentioned there, start. Because when you're struggling like Western Michigan has been throughout the season, just 2 wins overall, 1-7 in the MAC, they've lost their last 7. They're at the bottom of the MAC in points per game, 3-point field goal percentage, free throw percentage, rebounding margin. But when you get off to a good start and you're on the road, get you going early. And you can have that kind of night when everybody's got it going. It's trouble for the home team.
Yeah, it'd be easy to come on the road, get off to a bad start, like, oh, here we go again. Let's just play. You know, but you said energy, effort. You see results. It's like, hey, we can get this one, and then everybody becomes more connected, and shot making is contagious. And you've certainly seen that here with West.
Break it down.
Broncos basketball out of the timeout, leading by 10. Inbounded to Whitens. Had to chase it out to midcourt. 15 on the shot clock. Freeman looking for his third. Coming off the bench, having a big impact tonight. He's now hit 3 threes in this game. He had hit 10 coming in.
Yeah, that was a set play for him, too, coming off a double screen. Good job. Good execution by the Broncos on that timeout.
Washington left all alone, missed the bunny, gets it back, can't score it. Broncos have hit 11 threes.
You see Bjartis Wright slows down, slow the tempo down, utilize clock, make Bowling Green defend long possessions. We talked about the importance of them controlling tempo to start this ball game. They've been able to do it and do it with efficiency.
White against Turner. And Turner picked his pocket. And we're going to get a foul against White. He was trying to slow up Turner.
Got a little loose with the basketball. He tried to do a little retreat dribble, but he left the ball out in front, and that's all Justin Turner needs. Quick hands. Splits the defense. Gets the call. Now, it's not a bad foul because it forces Bowling Green to take the ball side out. Western can set up their 5-on-5 defense. That's only the second on Bjartis Wright.
Here's Diggs. Fields got it. Rattles it in. Caleb Fields now has 8 points.
2 big threes here in the second half to keep his team within a few possessions.
Broncos looking to respond. Freeman into Wright. He's got Washington on him. Works his way into the paint. The jump hook. And Diggs has it. Fields looking for another. No. Just grazed the iron. And Washington battling underneath.
Yeah, that ball looked dead on from our vantage point and came up a little short, but good job by Washington there. That's the second time he's been on that glass. His activity level being rewarded for it, getting to the free throw line. See if we can knock him down now. 75% free throw shooter coming into the ball game.
He had 7 points and 3 rebounds in his first start in a Bowling Green uniform against Kent State. Here's a look at that effort underneath again.
Yeah, just digging the ball out. There's 2 Broncos there, and there's one Falcon, and Washington wins the battle just on sheer guts.
Got a double-double against Buffalo, 10 points, 11 rebounds. He and Cam Young continue to earn their minutes. We know Young has battled foul trouble tonight. You like the way both of these big guys are working hard, earning the minutes.
Good matchup here, Wright and Caleb Fields.
Lee off glass. Difficult, and it didn't matter.
Yeah, that's pretty darn good defense there by Bowling Green. That's just better offense by Greg Lee. Have a jump hook off the high glass.
Turner splits the defense. Foul before the shot, and that's the Broncos' 5th team foul. Bowling Green will have it after this. Bowling Green if they want a chance in this one. Diggs from the corner. And Fulcher over the top of White.
Yeah, long shot, long rebound. Bjartis Wright's been around the game way too long to know that you can't just go get the basketball on the weak side. You got to block out first. He did. Got Fulcher to go over the top.
I'll be honest. I want to see the matchup between Beardis White and Lauren Christian Jackson. Those two and their quickness, full 40 minutes of basketball between those two, I want to see. Here's Lee up top. Drains the three. And that puts Lee up to 13 points.
It's only his 8th made three of the season, 29% coming into it, but what a time.
And it was a 2. He did have a foot on the line. So give him 12 for the game, right on his season average.
Nonetheless, a big basket here just to keep the pressure on Bowling Green.
And Diggs, that is a 3.
Yeah, big time answer by Trey Diggs.
He's hit multiple threes.
He's got 38 now on the season.
That was his first 3 of this game. Going to my point, he hit multiple threes in a game last time out for just the second time in the last 8 games. This is a guy that the first game of the season against Michigan knocked down 6. He had 5 on Saturday.
Let's see if he can heat up here down the stretch for BG.
Fulcher pulls up from the free throw line.
Tough shot there over the long and lanky Greg Lee. Great job by Lee staying in phase, staying in the space.
And Greg Lee's got his 3rd double-double this season with his performance here tonight. Martin, right wing. Right back to a 12-point Western Michigan lead with less than 6 to play.
That's his 3rd of the ball game. Adrian Martin, we talked about it, only 25% coming into this ball game, but he's made his presence known from behind the big line here this evening.
Fulcher, tough one. That was a high-arcing shot.
A high degree of difficulty, but able to get it to go, and you'll take it right now if you're Bowling Green any way you can get it.
And Fulcher out there limping a bit. Saw him limping earlier. Trying to play through the pain right now. White. Right in the face of Diggs. Bowling Green basketball. And Plowden and Matheny will check in. And you see Fulcher trying to loosen up that leg as he goes to the bench.
Don't know if he came down on it awkwardly off of that floater, if he hit another player's foot, but we'll try to walk that off.
Well, it was earlier where he was limping too. That was in the first half. Matheny to Plowden. Up at the left hand, no. Lid on the rim that time for Plowden.
He did everything right, but get the ball to go. Good move, good footwork, just couldn't finish.
And now here's a situation where we've seen it, and we've talked about it throughout the night. Bowling Green doesn't get a basket, have to get a stop, though. White. Trying to get free, wild shot. And it's 5-on-4 the other way. White is still down. The trailing Plowden.
Oh, my God. You see him streak right down the middle of the floor?
And Beardis White is still down at the other end. White questionable right now.
And you see this is the fallout of him not being on the floor, their primary ball handler.
Turner and one. Bowling Green bench explodes. Chance to make it a 5-point game.
Nice job here, Justin Turner. He gets a step, and then it's the extension that keeps the ball away from the defender, able to absorb the hit on the hip. And able to finish. Look, coming down the stretch, it's real simple. You got to get stops, and you got to convert. Bowling Green was able to do that. They got to stop at the one end with Beardis Wright's injury and Plowden with the finish, and then Justin Turner on the steal. The Falcons steal in the inbounds. Able to convert once again. Back-to-back possessions for the Falcons. Got right back in this one.
Adrian Martin handling against Fields. Fields staying right up on him. Emelian. Now Lee was looking for it underneath. To the corner. Boyer Richard. Wild three attempt. And Turner behind the back. Out to Matheny. His three is on the way. Short. Martin has it.
West is going to slow the ball down here. You see Bjartis Wright still in the background trying to loosen up that ankle. They've been out of sorts since he's left the ball game on both ends of the floor.
Boyer Richard gives it up to Martin. Oh, and he shuffled the feet, no doubt about it.
You see here Martin. Shot fake, wants to put them on the floor, just shuffle the feet a little too quick as Justin Turner recovered. Now, if you're Bowling Green right now, obviously you're going to go through your leading scorer, Turner here. He'll have the option to drive it, kick it, and knock it down himself.
And Turner thought about pulling the three. Whitens staying right there. Gets the shot off. It's short. Out of bounds. Off of Diggs. They hit Plowden first, then hit Diggs. Bowling Green will go right back to extending their defense here.
No diamond pressure, trapping the first pass.
Long pass up ahead to Emelian. Finds Whitens running the floor. 7-point game.
And anytime it gets pressure, you make two passes. You get numbers in the back end. Good execution by the Broncos.
Turner over to Plowden. Thought about the three. Diggs hits the deck. Plowden tries the three and connects. 4-point game. Plowden now with 16.
Well, man pressure here. See if they try to jump out of it.
Lee. Doubled. Pulls up. Tip down, and Boyer Richard's got it. Chance for the Broncos to take more time off the clock.
A good job by Boyer Richard, just making himself available from that weak side. Now he picks up a foul on Matheny or Diggs.
Diggs is second. Now, we haven't seen a ton of free throws shot tonight on the Western Michigan side. Coming in, they're 65%. That's number 10 in the MAC as Bjartis White continues to try and work on that right leg. Boyer Richard, he averages 2 points a game coming in. Hits the front end of the 1-and-1.
And he's been perfect from the free throw line all season long. Not that he's had many opportunities, but he's been extremely efficient when he's been there. Got that first one to go. Good stroke.
1 for 2.
Broadcaster's jinx.
I don't believe in it, and neither do you.
I know. See if Bowling Green can capitalize now here with the ball in Justin Turner's hands.
Turner sees Plowden wide open. One possession game, 1:29 to play. Bowling Green calls timeout.
Yeah, missed top team in the conference. We talked about Kent State, Ohio. Danny Pippen, Jason Preston. You said take it one game at a time. I know, it makes you shudder. But they've been up to the challenge throughout this ballgame here on the road against a very talented Bowling Green team.
Bjartis White still on the bench. Boyer Richard handling. Lee against Plowden. Working his way down to the low block. It's over to Martin. Tries to go off glass, and a blocking foul is called against Diggs. That's his third, team 8th. So Adrian Martin to the line.
It's one of those bang-bangers, man. Those 50-50 calls there, and Western Michigan get the benefit of that one.
9 points tonight for Martin. Calmly sinks the first. Makes it a 2-possession game. And Bjartis White is going to return. Gonna play through it. He understands how valuable he is when he's out there on the floor, no matter what percent he is right there.
2 big free throws by Martin, double figures. That was coming in averaging 2.5 points a game. Really stepped it up here this evening.
He's tied his career high. 11 points for the Broncos. Inside of a minute, Turner gets baseline to Fields, who's blocked by Emilian.
So that was really good execution by Bowling Green to find the open man, but Emilian, the length on the closeout. You see him here all the way from underneath the rim and got a piece of that one to preserve the possession. Now we'll see if Wester can get a stop. Of course, Bowling Green to score against all 5.
Turner off the inbound, sinks the 3. 2-point game, 48 seconds left. Time and time again, we
moving forward if they're going to make it all the way back, whether it's scoring or facilitating.
And we'll revisit that Bowling Green schedule when we get an opportunity here. 2-point ball game, 48 seconds left. The artist White bringing it up the floor. He's across the timeline. Fields defending. 18-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Trying to get it to Lee. Faces up against Plowden. Pull up, hits it. 4-point game, 25 seconds left. Bowling Green does not need a 3 here. Turner drives, gets into the body of Emilian.
I think they're going to get Greg Lee. I think Emilian went straight up and down, had his verticality intact, but it was Greg Lee on the reach-in.
It's just the second for Lee.
Smart by Justin Turner to recognize you don't need a 3. Get to the bucket. Get to the free throw line. You can try to cut into this deficit with the clock stopped. Perfect scenario if you're down in a ball game. You see the contact there.
Looking to get it back to a 2-point game. 1 more to come. .24 points, 6 rebounds, make it 25. 72-70 to the score. Bowling Green has 1 timeout left. The Broncos have 2. Fulcher checks in for Matheny.
Now, if you're Bowling Green, if you can't get the steal, you want to get a trap. If you can't get a trap, then you got to foul them and stretch this ball game out.
Whitens gets it into White. And over to Martin, bit dangerous there. And Adrian Martin is fouled.
And that's knowing where your reads are at. Whitens knows with the rotation of that presser up front where the opening was. And if he doesn't make that pass when he does, that's a steal and score the other way. Knowing your reads. Good job by Whitens.
Well, Adrian Martin trying to come through in the clutch here. He hit his last 2. And he's got a new career high. He'll shoot 1 more free throw. His previous career high of 11 came against Akron. 2 for 2, back to a 4-point game. And the Broncos use one of their 2 remaining timeouts against Northern Illinois. Saw that 11-day period between games. Here we go. Falcons got to hurry. Turner from the corner. That's a 3. Off the mark, tipped out. Lee's got it. And he's fouled with 3.6 left. That's going to do it. The Western Michigan Broncos are going to hold on for their first road victory of the season.
Well, Justin Turner got a great look there. Just couldn't get it to fall. And, give Western Michigan all the credit. 2-11, 1-7 in the conference. Make a 3-hour trip, to this ball game. But you saw it right from the first possession. Great energy, great effort, and they had success early. And that just fueled their confidence level. And man, shot making, we said, is contagious. And boy, did this team do the job, especially from behind the 3-point line.
Martin in double figures, White in double figures. Double-double for Greg Lee, who sinks 1 more free throw. Final seconds. Matheny for 3. That's your ball game. Western Michigan, their first